All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this journey? Right now, we're about to start at the Captain's Corner in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go.
We got somebody, visitor from overseas.
I want to introduce you to this cat right here.
I'm going to go to our South American correspondent.
He doesn't really need much of an introduction.
His energy squared.
He's funny, hilarious. He knows his sport knowledge.
El Capitán.
Captain.
Hello, Captain Rafael reporting for duty, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this journey? Welcome to the Captain's Corner.
The 1-1. Deep fly ball. Right center field. That's got carry. It's gone! Number 500 and his...
Play action. Darnold steps up. Deep shot for Robbie Anderson. He's got him! Touchdown!
Throw to the way and get his wits back. Oh, he won't be getting those wits back. Maynard in real trouble.
El tiro libre de Juan. Cerrado. Villar en el área. ¡Toma, papá! ¡Toma, Malvin Polar, Leopoldo!
Irving upset, didn't get the call. Oh my goodness! Terry Rozier!
Ladies and gentlemen, Don Rafael.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello there. It's me, Rafael Chacin-Montilla, as known as El Capitán. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another, which means a special edition of the Captain's Corner right here. So right now, this is a weekly fan show because, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to witness an extraordinary journey, which over the next 60 minutes or more, we're just discuss the most important things in the world, which is sports unfiltered right here. So right now, it's a fan show. It's a sports talk podcast show because we're just talking about football, baseball, basketball, soccer, mixed martial arts, wrestling, everything. Because it's about the fans. It's about the fans show. It gives the news to topics about the trendings and the reviews of the Nets games right here. So right now, it's the week after Thanksgiving right here. And well, things are getting wilder and wilder at the FEL and of course at the basketball because do you guys remember LeBron James right here? He got ejected because for an offensive comment for a fan right here on the front side. And man, that was the most craziest thing that I ever heard in my life. And of course, we got some good news about the Thanksgiving week right here because Raiders finally got the dub against Dallas Cowboys. So, well, I hope to see those Dallas Cowboys tears right here because right now it's about the Raiders Nation got the dub right here, just like that. But right now it's much expected right here because right now we are live on YouTube and Twitch right here. So, well, subscribe to the channel right here. And of course, you can follow me on the social media right here, which is Medici Rafucho at Twitter and Instagram. On TikTok and Twitch, you can follow me at Captain Guaro 93. I repeat, at Captain Guaro 93. And of course, you subscribe me on YouTube as Rafael Chacin. So, which I know this is about the special edition right here, but seems like okay, so what should I do now? So it's gonna be like a great night for us, and this is gonna be interesting right here. So right now, let's see the highlights of today right here. So what's happened about the NFL, and right now there's gonna be like that. So first of all, The Bears got the dub against the Detroit Lions, and of course, Detroit Lions had standed his 10 losses in a row. So, well, they're going to be a bad season for the Detroit Lions because that was the worst year for those guys right here. Also, we got the Buffalo Bills get the dub against New Orleans Saints, 31-6. And of course, Raiders get the dub against Dallas Cowboys, 36-33, which is in an extra time. And I was blowing my mind because I was watching that game right here, and it seems like, whoa, it's going to be interesting right here. So it was the most watched regular season since 1990. So in that thing, that's wow, it's happened 30 years because it was the most watched game. Thanks for that impression of the social media. So it was estimated like more than 40 million viewers, according to CBS. And that reportedly makes the most watched regular season game on any network since 1990, with a 26% increase of the last year's CBS game. So, wow, it was just like the most interactive game right here. So it turns out that, well, the Raiders Cowboys might be a winner for the NFL. So the losers were the fans who enjoyed the penalties. But, well, over the course, 4 quarters and overtime, each team acquired 14 flags for a total of 276 penalty yards. The yards gained for the Detroit Lions and New Orleans Saints on the same day. It was the most penalties that NFL had seen in the game since 2016, which is blow away. Also, the end of the game right here between Raiders versus Cowboys also turned into a penalty, as Cowboys cornerback Anthony Brown was called for a pass interference on 3rd and 18 play overtime, where they faced 4th and long their own 33-yard, and the penalty moved the Raiders well into field goal range at Dallas' 24-yard line. So Brown was penalized for a total of 4 attempts at 91 yards in the game, according for nearly a third of penalty yards himself. So that was, I think that was the most important thing that I ever done this for life. But right now, let's see the schedule right here. So tomorrow they got Pittsburgh Steelers versus Chicago Cincinnati Bengals. They got Carolina Panthers versus Miami Dolphins. Also, they got the Philadelphia Eagles versus New York Giants, Tennessee Titans versus New Orleans Saints, Atlanta Falcons versus Jacksonville Jaguars, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Indianapolis Colts, New York Jets versus Houston Texans, San Diego Chargers versus Denver Broncos. Well, pardon me. Also, we got Minnesota Vikings versus San Francisco Niners, Los Angeles Rams against Green Bay Packers, Cleveland Browns against Baltimore Ravens, and of course on Monday, Seattle Seahawks versus Washington football team, as known as the known names right here. So guys, that's the link right here. You can join us, the conversation right here. We can talk about everything about sports. So come in, checking us at the Captain's Corner. And right now, let's join out the conversation right here. So right now, I was thinking about it. So what did I learn about the midseason right here? So kind of like, okay, so I just learned about the midseason, about certain things right here. I just fell in love with about the fan base of the Las Vegas Raiders right here because they're worldwide. They're absolutely worldwide because they have fans all around the world. Not only United States, because they had fans in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Korea, United Kingdom, Italia, Brazil, and like they're part of the Raider Nation right here because the whole Raider Nation is worldwide. And well, thank God because it was the greatest one. And of course, the Philadelphia Eagles, it might be a shocking surprise right here because remember the last time that the Philadelphia Eagles went to the World Season Network. So right now, it might be a change. It might be like a different change for any reasons right here because right now they got Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith right here, but it seems like the defense, the offline, it turned change at all because after they won after they won. Let's see right here because right now it's gonna be. Sorry about that because after they won against New Orleans Saints, it was very shocking because it was very shocking that the defense and the offline for the Eagles it went through and through. So without without because for the New Orleans Saints without Alvin Kamara and James Winston and of course with Trevor Simeon, it seems like this is going to be a great opportunity to make it happen to win against the Saints. And right now it seems it was very cool. So right here, so we just saw the observation right here because right now the defense in the offline went to the top 40 to the top 20 right here. So right now it seems like they're the second place in the conference right here because I don't like it about those numbers right here. So at the National Football Conference right here, Cowboys are still on the top with 7 wins and 4 losses. Of course, the second place is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles with 5 wins and 6 losses. Then we got Washington, which is 4 wins and 6 losses. And the last one, obviously, as usual, the New York Giants with 3 wins and 7 losses right here because that seems like an issue with the New York Giants right here because they need to all clean the house right here. And they are about to start the campaign to kick out Judge and, of course, Saquon Barkley. It seems like, okay, they need a clean house right here. But, well, there's a news about it. So there's a tweet right here on the New York Giants says Jason Garrett has will leave as duties as offensive coordinator. So it might be, okay, so there might be like a rough start for the next season right here for the New York Giants because right now during the preseason and the regular season, things are not looking good for the defense and the offline for the New York Giants right here. And I was thinking, oh my God, this is going to be a trouble for him. And seems like, all right, so it's not happening this time, but well, it's not looking good right here. But it seems like, okay, so maybe like a star right here, but seems all right. So let's make it happen. But right now it turns out that anyone, but I think it's gonna be like, okay, then now to start to cleaning up the house to see what's going on with the defense, what's going on with the offline, and well, it starts with anyone could happen right here. Anything could happen right here because well, that defense in the offline was very disastrous right here. And I know they had 3 wins and 7 losses, so it's like, they need to press the panic button right here for the Giants because they went to, well, especially for the Daniel Jones right here. The quarterback seems like that's not going to happen right here because it seems like, oh my God, we're tired. We are everybody. Sounds like everybody. So, that last time they lost against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which it seems like they're going to repeat again the Super Bowl, which never going to happen. Never going to happen. Never. But right now, it seems that nobody can talk it right here. But nobody can ask you for it. So, guys, do me a favor right here because press the button right here. It seems, I think I might be alone, but you know what? This is all right. So let's talk about it. So the NFL. So I'm just waiting for. So I was waiting for that person right here who can join the conversation right here. So I don't know if I can do it. So it might be bored, but it seems like. But anywho. So as might be usual right here, this seems like there's nothing going to happen. But my problem with the Panthers right here, because after returning up Cam Newton and of course Christian McCaffrey, it seems okay. So we wasted our time to see the return of Cam Newton, and now Washington, the football team, they're kicking their asses. So it's like this is gonna be happen. This is not a good example about it. So it might be okay. So there's not gonna happen about that. So which seems like okay, there might be a problem with this one. But I just hope that that well things are gonna change it right now because they're not gonna be at a nightmare because of the offline, the defense, and they need to start all over, including for the loser teams right here. Because first it's the New York Giants, then the Carolina Panthers, and then the Detroit Lions because it seems like oh my god, they're making a mess right here. They're making a great mess right here. So I don't know, you guys, but this is gonna be like a nightmare right here. All right, so guys, and I just wanted to tell you about it because this is a special edition right here on Thanksgiving. Um, right now you can click right here and then come in and check out the conversation right here on the Captain's Corner right here because we can talk about everything about sports on Filter right here. So can you guys see the new logo right here? The new image right here because right now it took me like a few weeks to do it, but well, well, this is gonna be fun right here. Let's see what's gonna happen. All right, so right now this is gonna. So right now, let's see what I got over here. All right, so right now for those guys who have enjoyed the NBA right here, right now the Minnesota Timberwolves are winning against Philadelphia Sixers right here, 100-98, and it's about the fourth quarter, the final quarter. And of course, we're following with the Phoenix Suns, who are winning against the Brooklyn Nets 51-35. And of course, they got New York Knicks versus Atlanta Hawks, which is 43 against 37. Then we got Orlando Magic versus Cleveland Cavaliers, which is our winning 20-16. And it's started to begin at the first quarter. Also, we got the Miami Heat versus Chicago Bulls, which is Miami is off the hook right here with 15 against 11. And right now, we got the Charlotte Hornets at 10 versus the Houston Rockets 10, the Houston Rockets 22. And now about to start it at the first quarter right here. And of course, there's still two games at the top, which is Washington Wizards versus Dallas Mavericks, and of course, New Orleans Pelicans versus Utah Jazz. All right, so right now, guys, I'm about to talk about the issue of Sterling Martin right here because first, I was looking about the player right here, Sterling Martin from the Dominican Republic. It seems like they offer a trade. They offer like a trade for the Philadelphia Phillies right here because they're interested about the offer right here. And of course, the organization of the New York Yankees. But it seems like Charlie Martins fell in love with another team, but it's not the Phillies and it's not the Yankees. It's all about the Mets. New York Mets. I was like, oh my God. I mean, they're wasting their time for this. And right now, and I'm not joking because if you're looking at the Black Friday right here for sales right here, which is a great American tradition, is supposed to be wall scramble and everything that's about it. So you can only imagine what the eyes, let's see, Starling Marty right here. So I was thinking about it. It's all about the free agency right here at the off season right here. Because after the Major League Baseball and season right here, which is the playoffs in October. It's the off-season time, and we're looking for the free agents right here. So the New York Mets late Friday night agreed to terms for free agent outfielder Starling Marte on a 4-year contract with a value of $78 million contract. Marte is coming out with a stand-up 2021 season for the Marlins and the Oakland Athletics, which will battle 3-1-10. Oh, it's 3-1-0, 3-8-3, and of course 4-5-7, which is unplugged slugging with 12 home runs and 47 solo bases in 120 games. Coming into the offseason, rank it as the number 10 free agent of the class right here. So I was interested about because the Phillies and the Yankees got it for a great offer right here. So it turns out that, well, all right, so let's see it about the starting matter right here. So we're looking at the Philadelphia Phillies or the New York Yankees. But it turns out the New York Mets right here. But I'm not really sure about it because also it was the same day that also signed infielder Eduardo Escobar, which is a Venezuela baseball player right here. And of course, the outfielder and first baseman Mark Kenya on a 2-year path worth $26.5 million. Like Escobar deal, Kenya's degree includes an option for a 3rd year. Be careful about that, for a 3rd year. So coming out for all of this season right here, so it might be kind of dangerous for that, but well, let's see what I got over here. So, so right now, guys, here's the link right here. I don't know what the people are coming in. Seems like I'm gonna do it alone, but I have no ideas for the sports right here. So it might be running out of ideas right here, but it seems like, oh my god, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough talking about sports because, well, I'm just running out of ideas, and well, nobody has understood it. But I don't know what's going on. What happened right here? Well, let's see. We're gonna have it right here, right? Okay, so guys, if you have an issue right here on the right, so guys, if you have an issue right here, let's see what we're gonna have over here. Just hold on a minute. Hold on a minute right here. All right, so let's see what's going on right here. I don't know what's going on with the link right here. Is it working or is it right here? It seems like they're working right here, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. Oh my god, this is gonna be interesting right here. Okay. Okay, so everything's perfect. Everything's good. All right, so right now we have a special guest right here because this is a special edition from the Thanksgiving right here. So first of all, I would like to introduce this guy right here because right now we can talking about the Philadelphia Scissors right here, Eagles, the Phillies, and of course all the things that about the Philadelphia sports right here. So this man, well, he introduced me because I remember the first time that he interviewed for the preview of Philadelphia Eagles versus Carolina Panthers. And of course, he's been doing a lot of great shows with the sport, with a spotlight sports nigga right here. And of course, he's a great gentleman right here. He knows about the knowledge of the Philadelphia sports right here. And of course, who doesn't love him? Because he's a great guy and I love him. So, right now, for the first time ever on the Captain's Corner, even at the special edition right here, let's bring him out to the great, the one and only, Mitch Polsky.
Yo, what's up, man? Sorry I'm late. I got caught up with another stream. So sorry I'm late, but I'm here, man. Like I said before, you're one of my favorite people to work with on the internet. Continue to do this, man.
All right, so thank you and thanks for joining at the Captain's Corner right here because this is the first time right here. And we're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles right here, all the kinds of Philly sports right here. So right now, the Philadelphia Eagles had to face against the New York Giants tomorrow right here. And well, it seems like, well, they're the second one at the National Football Conference on the East right here. But it seems like, well, time for the rivalry right here because right now there's a news right here because the NFL Insider won't rule out Philadelphia trading for a veteran quarterback because it was like 1 day ago. So right now it seems like Kenneth Gainwell because it's about the name right here because after a few weeks of great football, it seems like Jordan Howard it's man for the knee jury. While my Sanders return can come for the better time, they still need it between the running backs, making the current ground because getting Gainwell has been on the back burner for a few weeks, and now he's a healthy scratch right here. So it might be like a game changer for us because I think it's time for a flip the script right here because remember the last time that the Philadelphia Eagles got the worst season out the 2020 season, but right now it's about to get changed. It's about to change right here. So it might be a shocking surprise if they gonna to the playoffs right here. And well, I don't know about the game right here of the conference right here of the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New York Giants. So any thoughts about that?
Well, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I'm just going to say this right here.
Okay.
Giants suck. Giants suck. Daniel Jones is trash. I don't see the Giants winning at all. Like, I really, really don't. They're too injury prone. 1. 2, Daniel Jones is trash. I'm going to keep on saying that to the cows come home. And 3, their defense is The defense is like So with the Eagles' offense right now, like their offensive game is on fire. They got to keep that up, dude. If they keep that up and continue to run the ball, we should be more than fine.
Yeah, but right now it seems that I have another news, like say the head coach Nick Sirianni saying on Friday afternoon that the quarterback Darius Slay has been cleared for the concussion protocol to play Sunday against the Giants. However, rule out running back John Howard during the knee injury. So it was Howard's the only player for the injury. So the quarterback Tate Gowan after the injury report Thursday is questionable for the quad injury. So it might be like doubtful and there will be the questionable. So it seems like, well, they have a great opportunity to see, hey, right now the Eagles got the opportunity to win against New York Giants because right now they are the worst season ever for the Giants right here. And they need to clean up the house right here. But the Philadelphia Eagles are going to shock the entire world, the entire country with the greatest options, which is the Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, and of course, it seems like they improve the defense and the offline. So, any thoughts about that? So, it might be they're gonna win against the New York Giants, and watch out because if the Philadelphia Eagles won this right, you're gonna be tied with the Dallas Cowboys, and they had to see, let's go to the playoffs or the wild card. So, it might happen tomorrow at the game between the Eagles versus Giants.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Giants right now, man. But if we do win, which I think we will, I'm not saying playoff bound now. I'm not one of those guys who thinks automatic playoffs, 14-3, those guys. No. I'm not taking any team lightly. The Eagles can lose at any given time. Any given time. We have the Giants, then the Jets, then the bye, then we got Washington, Giants, Washington again, then the Cowboys. So we can lose any one of those games, bro. So, being honest.
Yes. But I'm speaking about that because right now they have a top schedule right here because first I will see the schedule right here because last time they just won against the New Orleans Saints right here. So right now, so the first game they just won. So the first game they just won against the Atlanta Falcons. Then they just lost against the San Francisco Niners, and then to the Cowboys, then to the Chiefs. They just won against the Carolina Panthers. They just lost against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They just lost against the Raiders. They just win against the Detroit Lions, which is extended his 10 games losing right here because it's not only the New York Giants had to clean up the house because it's the Detroit Lions right here. Also, they just lost against San Diego Chargers, and they just won against Denver Broncos, and then they just won the New Orleans Saints. So it might be like there are 6 games ahead. So it could be a possibility to go to the playoff or the wild card right here because right now they're at the second position of the conference right here. So I just wanted to expect that well, if Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith and of course the defense at the offline can improve more than the last game between the New Orleans Saints because she just won it. So it might be okay. So we can tell the Nick Sirianni run that ball so many times to let's see what's the good result right here for the Eagles right here. Because we're not gonna let the fumble right here. We're not gonna let this silly the silly games right here because it's about time. Because they need 6 games to let's see. Okay, so we just won this. Every day they're losing one, but it seems like we got this. We got this because right now there is a chance about the playoffs or the wild cards, so it might happen.
It might. It might. Honestly, do I want us to make the playoffs though? Yes and no. Because yes, obviously that'd be a great thing for our team, despite we're rebuilding while we're winning, which is good. But the reason I say no to the playoffs because I want a good first round pick. And now I know we're gonna have Miami's pick. I know we're gonna have the Colts pick, and then ours. That's 3 first round picks. So for me, I want the Eagles. It'll be hit or miss. So, do you think? I want to ask you this: do you think if the Eagles make the playoffs, how far do you have them going?
Well, it seems like okay, they might be happening like there because right now they need to focus on the players. So it might be like the first round right here because then it turns out that the first round right here because if the end of the second one, it might be for the players, but it could be end at the first round because it might be happening with at the phase with the team like for example Buffalo Bills or the San Diego Chargers or the Green Bay Packers, but it seems like there's about teams about with a strong with a strong abilities and of course according for the power rankings right here, it seems like there are strong contenders to go to the playoffs or maybe the conference championship right here. So it might be the Philadelphia Eagles could make the playoffs, but only at the first round. But it comes to the strongest competition right here because it's not because there seems like there are strong contenders right here because for example we got the Arizona Cardinals, the Green Bay Packers, also we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which seems like they're gonna face against the second Super Bowl in a row right here this year right here, but careful about that. So it might be I can tell that the Philadelphia Eagles could make the playoffs, but only at the first round.
I agree. I could see a first round, Because think about it. If the Cowboys win the division, which I feel like they will, we might have that second wild card spot. So we could play the Rams, but the Rams are like they're good and bad, so that could be a hit or miss. We won't face Arizona. We won't face who's the other one up there?
The Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. We won't face the Packers in week because they got the bye. They'll get the bye in the first two. So yeah. I mean, I see a first round exit. We'll be lucky if it's a second. But yeah. So
Oh, right. So right now we're just talking about the Philadelphia sports right here. So let's talk about the Philadelphia Caesars right here because right now they're in the extra time against the Minnesota Wolves right here, and the Philadelphia Caesars are going so great. And right now there's a news right here about the return of Joel Embiid, who scored 42 points in a double overtime point because he returned after 9 games following a positive COVID-19 test and left the Caesars to a 20-point second half comeback. However, his 42 points and 14 rebounds are not enough to a 121-120 double overtime that lost the drop to the Caesars, 10 loses and 10 wins. And that's why it's right now because it's very hot take. And it seems like the return of Joe Embiid right here, it feels like okay, the Philadelphia Caesars are so hyped about the return of Joe Embiid right here, but they cannot deal about the drama of Ben Simmons, but there's another players like there's another players at Caesars right here, but hold on a minute. Oh, there is Tyrese Maxey, Seth Curry, Andrew Dumont, George Nian, Tobias Harris. So, all right. So it seems like, okay, we're just hyped about the return of Joel Embiid. But they just feel like, okay, they're at the 10th position right here because they're right now, they just started with a good game right here. We just started with 10 games right here. We just start with a stand right here. We just started very good. We just started very good, and then just starts happening right here because the whole drama of Ben Simmons right here and the delay return of Joe Embiid. It seems like okay, so we just start very good at the Philadelphia Sixers right here, but right now it's the Ben Simmons drama right here. This seems like oh my god, this is about to change right here. So any thoughts about the return of Joe Embiid and about what happened between the game between the Caesars versus Minnesota Timberwolves in overtime?
it was double overtime one. And
Yes.
two, Joel Embiid did his thing, but we should not have been that close. We should have blew him out of the water because Timberwolves are trash. They are garbage. So thank God with Joel Embiid back, we can win some games. Like we can boost up our standings. I think we're 8th or 9th right now. So that'll be good. And regarding this Ben Simmons situation here today, before the game, he was at the stadium practicing. So he was there because there's this rumor going around that he's quote unquote broke because we've been finding him so many times. So he he has to come back now. He's being forced to play. And when that comes to the fan base, how is that going to react? I mean, the whole thing with Ben Simmons, man, he took it further than it needed to be. He took it a lot further than it needed to be. If he could just man up and just shoot the ball, not after 5 years, if he just worked on his game, he doesn't have that it factor. He doesn't have that grit, firepower. So it's like, it is what it is, man. He doesn't feel, I don't feel like he wants to play basketball because he bought this house, I think in California let me ask you this.
Okay.
Real quick.
All right.
If you're a basketball player in the National Basketball Association,
Yes.
and you are buying a house, would you get a basketball hoop there?
Oh, that was a tough question, but I buy a house, but not at a different time because
No, I'm just asking, hypothetically, if you're a
okay,
basketball player in the NBA
yes, yes.
and you were buying your house, would you want to have a basketball hoop at that house?
Well, the best thing about buying a house is to put in beds, to put in the most
It doesn't
essential
matter about
things.
building a house, bro. The house is already built that you bought. Do you
Hmm.
want a basketball hoop there? Do you want a
Oh,
basketball hoop at your house?
yes, yes. I will put in the best bedroom right here. Yes.
Thank you. Because Ben Simmons does not have a basketball hoop at his house. And he's like a
Oh,
professional athlete. So that tells me right there is like, yeah, he doesn't want to play anymore. He gives up. Like, he's on a pro gaming team. He has too many cards. He just wants that celebrity lifestyle. He doesn't want to play. So,
exactly. Because right now the whole situation of Ben Simmons right here. It's well, I think the whole people of the Philadelphia sports right here, they don't want Ben Simmons. And for that example right here, that would be a good battle right here because there are so many teams right here they would like to trade about the Ben Simmons, but it seems like there are so many teams right here that won't trade because well, it seems like they're the DB behavior, all these all this grab behavior, but well, it seems like well, this whole drama Ben Simmons right here, but it seems that well there are some international leagues right here because first he was born in Australia, so it might be like well send him out for another international basketball league, which is well very good in Oceania Europe, but it seems like including including Canada right here, but right now they need to focus it about how the hell they get rid of the Ben Simmons right here because for that symbol right here I will put a good trade right here. I will put anything could happen. And in some points right here, this is gonna be interesting. And well, here's another one. So right now we're talking about the Ben Sports right here, Ben Simmons right here. I would like to introduce this guy right here who can join us to chat. So welcome to the Captain's Corner right here, Philo Sports.
Oh, what's good?
Hey,
What's going on, Rafael? What's going
hey,
on,
I'm
Mitch?
very good.
yo,
So right now we're talking about of the problem about Ben Simmons right here for the Philadelphia Sixers, and of course the return of Joe Embiid. So Mitch got to take it about the return of Joe Embiid. So Philo Sports, how you about the return right here?
I mean,
you watched the game. I didn't.
well, actually, I called the game too, live on the
Yeah, I
channel.
know. I was there. I said fork on cork bombs.
Yeah, I saw that. But all I gotta say is, man, what a way to really make it set an exclamation point to your return. You know, not playing in 2 weeks, and you know, kind of ended kind of disappointing at the ending. But I really cannot be disappointed of how hard that team played. You know, throughout the second half on. You know, kind of feel like you need to clean up a few things, but I think but again, having not played the last 2 weeks and kind of get a couple guys back from injury and the protocol. I mean, it was hard to get everything right back on track to what they were when they were 8-2. So I mean, that's something I can't really.
What was the score at halftime, bro? What was the score?
Last time I checked, oh Lord, I think it was like, I think when I went to halftime, I think the Sixers were down almost close to 20.
I'll look it up. I'm actually curious, but
because I know. But yeah.
Oh shoot! But right now, Phil Sports. So we're just talking about the issue about the whole drama of Ben Simmons because for me it's just like a soap opera, just like a telenovela for Latin America.
Cancer you can't get rid of. Like
so, we were down a half, 56-41.
Okay, so I thought it would have been a bit of a bigger lead than I thought it would be.
56-41. So
but I did say on my stream too. Look, I had to give the Minnesota Timberwolves a lot of props. You know, getting a first-time head coach, getting a whole new front office. Like, I can't be really disappointed. I mean, the ending finishing was kind of disappointing, but the Minnesota Timberwolves team, man, I think that's a really good team for years to come. I mean, you got Karl-Anthony Towns, you got Anthony Edwards, D'Lo, Like, I mean, I know that you could add a few more pieces. I mean, it's got Patrick Beverly over there, but I know he's hurt. But I mean, it's just like that team. Look, I mean, it kind of annoyed the crap out of me. It's just like, I mean, they got good players. I mean, I can't be disappointed at a team who's been kind of been irrelevant for the last handful of years, but I just got to throw it out there. Plus, with the 2-5 situation, it's like me, Mitch, and like a few other content creators are out there. We're kind of like done with this situation. Like it's really nothing new with him.
Oh, well, it seems like. All right, so do you guys know the name Doug Rivers?
Yeah.
Because, well, the news says Doug Rivers is playing Why Scissors sent Paul Reed down to the G League right here because the Philadelphia Scissors made a move on Saturday morning that perplexed our fans. They sent second-year big man Paul Reed down to the G League to play a game with affiliate, the Delaware Blue Coats. The Blue Coats faced Raptor 9:05 on Saturday afternoon when the Scissors had a game at home against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Actually, the Philadelphia recalled Reed for the game, and they have a pulled double 30-1. So Reed ended up playing in a Blue Coats win where he scored 22 points and pulled down 11 rebounds. And then comes to Reed, did not play too much during the 6-game road trip and is giving luck to the Charles Basley. So for that reason, Doug Rivers say he needs just more playing time. And right now, he says that about the player, which is the name is Paul Ray right here. It seems he's struggling in the execution a lot, so we've seen the one to put him through it. So let him play more minutes to see he can throw about it. So it's not about the Philadelphia Scissors right here because it's about the G League right here, which is the development league of the NBA right here. So any of the thoughts about of the wars of Doug Rivers or between Paul Reed?
I just feel like, man, and look, I mean, I get it. I think Paul Reed's already entered in the second season. I think I kind of feel like at times we kind of rushed him I feel like we rushed him too soon in this development. And I think sending him down the G League, I mean, I thought it was going to be not expected, but I kind of expected at the same time because I kind of feel like we
Doesn't he have a two-way contract?
I think he does.
That's why. Two-way means he goes to the G League and plays in NBA. So he'll be back and forth. It's the norm. Nothing to be worried about.
Yeah, that's very true. But and that's the thing too. It's just like, you know, that's kind of like the new norm nowadays. Like people are signing two-way contracts. I mean, we saw it with Rajon Tucker when we had him. You know, Charles Bassey. I mean, there's a lot of players that have two-way contracts. I mean, it happens. So I mean, am I surprised? Not really, because it's like Mitch said, it's the common norm right nowadays. I just kind of feel like, you know, I feel like we could at least should develop him more because I kind of feel like he's going to be a very good backup center when he's fully developed, that kind of thing.
All right. So, Mitch, any thoughts about the coach Doug Rivers for Paul Reed for the G League right here? Any thoughts?
I think we just said it.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that.
You're good.
Okay, so right now it seems like okay. So right now the Philadelphia Scissors are now winning 108 against Minnesota Timberwolves.
We lost.
We lost in double overtime.
Oh, they got lost for the overtime, so that's why
like by a point.
That's why they were the common points right here. So Phil Sports. So right now, Mitch Kowski talks about the Philadelphia Eagles versus New York Giants of this game right here. So Mitch gave the thoughts about the Philadelphia Eagles could make to the playoffs or no. So Phil Sports, take it away. It's had a good idea to make the Philadelphia Eagles go to the first round of the playoffs right here. So do you have any thoughts?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is pretty much an ass whooping from the Eagles because it's the Giants we're talking about here, man. It's like that team's pretty much like on ice right now. The fact that they fired Jason Garrett as their OC and then brings in Freddie Cajuns and like it's like I mean, there's really nothing much. Plus, you know, the momentum that we have was it a 3-game winning streak, Mitch, or a 4-game?
What?
for the Eagles going in.
They're resting 6 games. They're resting 6
we're
games.
not on it. We don't even have 6 wins. We're 5-6. I think we're on a.
I think it's like a 3-game. No, because we started going into the. I think right now. I think it's what I think. No, because I think we're like, I think 3 games, right? Because we won the 2.
No, right. Okay, right now
we lost to the Chargers. We beat the Broncos and we beat the Saints. So that's a 2-game winning streak.
And then
and 4 in the last 4.
Plus the thing is that also we have like the Giants and the Redskins coming up with divisional games, which is very important. Which is very important for us that we really need to take these division games. Plus the fact that we, any team can expose the Dallas for what they are. I mean, the fact that we end the year at home, which really and I really hope most of the guys were watching film against how the Raiders exposed the living crap out of the Dallas Cowboys. But going into the Giants game, I think they should start taking care of the Giants first. That's the number one priority. Obviously with Slay actually being cleared from the concussion protocol, which really does help in the secondary. Plus the way that the running game has been the last couple of games, we've been running over teams. We've been exposing the same side the number one rush defense, but we ran the living crap all over them. We left cleat marks basically. But yeah, I mean, right now I think it's going to be an ass kicking from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh yes.
What's your score prediction?
My score prediction?
Yes. Tell us about the score prediction.
Let's see. I'm going to say 30-7.
30-7. Okay, so
I got 24-7. I mean, I got 24-10.
Okay. So my prediction. Yeah, but my prediction is going to be Eagles 38, Giants 20. But well, that's my final prediction right here. But of course, so this is about the special edition right here, and we got 2 content creators, which is Mitch Kolsky and the Philly Sports, talking about the Philly Sports right here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just talking about the Caesars and the Eagles, but right now we're talking about the baseball right here. So do you guys remember?
I think Mitch probably has very little knowledge of baseball at the moment.
I got nothing.
Look, trust me.
The only baseball I know is that we won the World Series in 2008. That's
pretty much about it for Mitch. For me, trust me, that's kind of what pretty much majority of my content is at the moment.
Yeah, his channel is based on Phillies and everything else. Mine is basically
Sixers and Eagles.
Yes.
And wrestling. That's pretty much it.
Yes, because right now there is a news right here because it seems like the last week a report that came out for the Philadelphia Phillies are one of the teams that are heavily interested about Craig Kimbrell. So that makes sense of the Chicago White Sox picking out this team option with a chance to trading him during the offseason. So right now it seems like they're looking a good player right here. So
I mean, I would, and that's the thing too, is that depends on what the White Sox are asking. And you got to think too, we lost a few players during the free agency. So I mean, having someone like Kimbrell, I think we can really help probably get that back end solidified. Plus, I mean, you got to think too, there's other players that we're looking at to help fill other spots. I mean, you got Cedric Mullins that the Baltimore Orioles are shopping. Same with John Means. I think he's another one I'm really interested in looking. Plus, from what I've been hearing reports, and Boris and Dombrowski were talking about a potential Chris Bryant introduction in Philadelphia. So there is some potential there. So I mean, who knows at this point?
All right. So okay. So I'm just talking about everything because this is a sports fan show because we just reunited for some good content creators right here because we got Mitch Kolsky and the Philly Sports right here. So right now I got some big news right here because right now, do you guys remember the player Anthony Davis? Right now he's the worst player on the NBA of this season with 3 stats right here. Because first, he's the worst NBA story by any player with 2+ a pens per game at 20 games played with 16.7 100 on threes. and his mid-range is 38 and jump shots in 33. So it might be like a great problem for the Los
Lakers.
Angeles Lakers players right here, because right now Anthony Davis is the worst player ever in the free stats right here. And the issue between LeBron James, because he had an issue problem right here, who's affecting and it's overrated because it's not about the friends right here. So the last thing that the LeBron James is like, it costs like $50,000 for a scene multi for the NBA for a say like obscene on the game right here between the Lakers versus Indianapolis.
There's a lot going on with LeBron. I'm telling you, but there's a lot going on with LeBron. You got that. To me, that's chump change. Doesn't matter.
That's
It's
what I said too. That was pretty much chump change because you got to think too, like the plus with the endorsements that he's had.
Yes,
you know,
yes. The second thing is what bothers me the most. I talked about it on my podcast last time with my good friend Tyler. It's the fact that the fans actually said that they wanted LeBron James' son killed in a car accident.
Oh my Lord.
LeBron took the ref and was like, eject these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what made the Pacers.
Based off that, the fans are ruining the game because we have multiple stuff happening in the NBA ever since COVID came back. But there's a lot of stuff going on with LeBron right now. So, yeah, you can say that to him all you want. You can say that stuff to LeBron all you want. He's been taking that ever since freshman year of high school. So, don't bring a guy's family in here.
No, that's where you're pushing the line right there.
Don't do that. It makes no sense. But with Anthony Davis, is a health thing, meaning can he stay on the court? Because he already missed 5 6
I think 5 or 6 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, thank you for agreeing with me. But 5 to 6 games. So it just depends on Anthony Davis at this point.
Plus, the Lakers kind of going to triple overtime against the Kings.
Russell Westbrook.
I was about to say, yeah.
Playing terrible. You got Deontay Jordan who should have retired. You got Dwight Howard who's way, way, way out of his prime. He did good for Philly last year, but now it's like, yeah.
Yeah, about
that.
Well, that's it. I mean, there's like in other words, Mitch is saying they're a retirement home for old players.
Bruh. Stop taking my line.
Hey, now I'm not taking it. That's what that should be a whole new sponsor. It was like, and that's another thing too. It's just like the fact that the teams that they should have blown out, like the Kings and the Timberwolves, despite they were on a little bit of a skid. Like and who else did they lost to? The Thunder. Yeah, the fact that they can't beat bad teams, like it tells you a lot, man. It really does tell you a lot.
They lost to the Thunder twice. They beat the Rockets by 10. That's basically
and they lost against Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, triple overtime. Like how do you take a triple overtime against the Kings?
The Kings they have decent pieces.
Oh yeah,
that's their head coach Luke Wong. Once they get a new head coach, they should be fine. So I'm not worried about them at all. But it's just like I'm not worried about the Lakers. I'm not. LeBron will get them to the playoffs, and if not, good, because I get to make fun of Lakers fans all year long.
Yes,
but
sir.
It's just like, yeah, it's the Lakers. I'm not that worried.
Yeah, because their issue about the Los Angeles Lakers, because they went winning the 2022 they went to 2020 season right here in a bubble, but right now that season it seems like the worst thing about it, because right now the issues with the LeBron James right here, because they have Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, Carmelo Anthony, DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard. Also, they got Rajon Rondo, but it seems like okay, so that's great enough because they had the greatest players right here. So it seems like join up with a team which is losing. I think that's an issue right here, and they need to press the panic button over here, and that's why That's why everyone hates LeBron James about it. So not only at the game between the Detroit Pistons versus Los Angeles Lakers is game 5, because it seems like, oh my God, they really hate LeBron James because he's the most overrated player in the NBA story. So it seems like, okay, so they have an issue with the LeBron James. So
wait, whoa,
right,
whoa. Did you just call LeBron James overrated?
well, a little bit, but well,
Honestly, he's the farthest thing from overrated. He's 36 years old. He's not
Well, I mean,
overrated.
he's a Hall of Famer. There's
top
no
5
doubt.
player in the league. He's
But
not.
the problem is
not
he
as
bitches.
one. KD's 2.
yeah, but I was
LeBron's
talking
3.
about the sample. Yeah, but I was talking about the example right here, because
What
people
example?
because I was talking about like an example of, because for example, LeBron James is overrated right here. It seems like, okay, so right now the fans are screaming that LeBron James is overrated. So it seems like, okay, so right now let's see the comparison right here, because right now first we just saw playing with the Cleveland Cavaliers right here, and then he's just playing with the Miami Heat with the triangle right here, because remember those guys like Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. Right now he's sitting back for the Cleveland. He's back home. He came back for the wrong ring right here, and right now he seems like, okay, they just moved out to the Los Angeles Lakers. But I'm not saying that LeBron James is overrated. I'm just saying like a sample. I apologize.
No. I'm not a LeBron James. I'm a fan. I respect his game. But to me, it's like you can never call him overrated. You can't. He's basically the second or third best player of all time. To me, he's third behind Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is my 1. So LeBron, I question the choices he has made. Miami Heat. The Cleveland going back, I praise him for that. I really like that. Got his ring. He went. The only reason to go in LA is because 1, he filmed Space Jam 2, which was awful. I don't recommend it.
Yep.
For commercials, movies, that's the main reason why. And they want
a big market over there.
Good school district for his kids. That's the other.
And we're seeing too, like, and like you said, and that's just that too. Like, we all know that he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's for certain. But the problem is, though, he had, like you said too, like the choices he's made. Plus, he knows how to bitch and complain about everything. That's like, if something doesn't go right his way, like he's got something to say about it. That's kind of what I had. That's kind of the issue I have with LeBron. Like, overrated? I don't really think so. Because I mean, he's already up there, probably with some of the greatest of all time playing in the NBA. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's almost close to breaking Kareem's scoring record, all-time scoring record of
He's
points.
got like 6,000 or
was he like 6,000 away?
Yes.
Like so he's gonna keep on playing until his son gets into the NBA, and then he'll want to play on the same team as his son. That's basically how it's gonna go. So if that happens, I commend him. You're the 3rd greatest player of all time in my eyes. So you can never call LeBron James overrated. I question for what he has done, but other players want to come and play with him. Look at the Lakers for the championship. Other players wanted to play with him. Dwight Howard came. Who else? Anthony Davis came.
Anthony Davis, Carmelo Anthony.
Players want to play with the greatness. If they thought he was overrated, they wouldn't play with this guy. They wouldn't play with him.
And I think about it this way: he's also ruined like some of the other like players that had potential, like a Kyle Kuzma. And then when they shipped him out, and we're seeing that him blossom into the player that he could have been if LeBron didn't go to the Lakers.
I can go further than that. You got Randall.
That's right, Randall too.
You got Lonzo Ball. You got Alex Caruso. I can go on and on, man.
I mean, like
LaMelo Ball.
They could have won at least 2 championships with them. I'm saying that right now.
Yes.
If they took out AD in that core, and Montrezl Harrell. I can't forget about Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, but the key is like, can some of them stay healthy? Which I feel like that's the big issue with the Lakers. They can't.
It's a big issue with every team, but with the Lakers, it's like double that.
Yeah, I think it's like a double whammy with them.
They're the second oldest team in the league behind the Brooklyn Nets.
which
Brooklyn
is
Nets have Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge,
Harden.
Patty Mills, Harden's up there, Durant's up there. Kyrie's not even a no-show. Kyrie's not even playing in NBA again. So it's like, yeah. And you know why you can't call him overrated? He beat the best season of all time in the finals, down 3-1. For that, I have so much respect. Kevin Love was injured. Kyrie Irving was just a rookie, even though he nailed that big shot. So for that,
I mean, you saw had Amon Shumpert. You had still J.R. Smith. Who else was that team?
God, J.R. Smith.
Oh my God.
That was the 2015-2016 season right here, because they just won against Golden State Warriors. But it seems like, okay, so we just saw that LeBron James has came back to home with the Cleveland Cavaliers right here and just earned it to home right here to break a curse right here, which is they broke it, because 2016 it was the year of breaking curses, because first they got the Cleveland Cavaliers, and then we have Chicago Cubs. But
and the same thing was two of those teams, the Golden State and actually no, Cleveland and the Indians at the time were down 3-1. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, the Cubs were down 3-1, and this is why I said too, like, you don't let us even in the postseason, regardless what sport it is, like, you don't take your foot off the gas pedal, and we saw that. And Cleveland is still not the Cavaliers, but now the Guardians are now suffering for that. Now they're still the longest team without winning a World Series. I mean, just kind of putting that in perspective, like, being down 3-1 it was not, and that's the thing too. It's not easy too. It's not easy but then again, I just feel like LeBron make it look easy in that postseason against Golden State.
Yeah, but you want to hear something funny? OKC blew a 3-1 lead in that same season to Golden State.
Oh.
A lot of people forget about that. And then after that 3-1, KD went to the Warriors. They had to get one of the best scorers of all time to go up against this old guy in LeBron James. For that, you can't call him overrated. You can't. And to me, he will always be the third greatest player in my eyes. Kareem. Then you got Michael Jordan. LeBron is 3. So for me, I just can't stand it when people call him overrated. That's just me.
All right.
Facts. I'm just telling you, man. He's not overrated.
And yeah, exactly.
He's old, can't stay healthy.
That's the thing. That's another thing too. It's just like, it's just like the fact that he can't stay healthy. The fact, I know at times he can't stay healthy, but the problem is, it's like we're kind of questioning like how long he's going to last in the league, though. Despite he's only 36 years old, and we're seeing, obviously we have the Nets and the Lakers are probably the two oldest teams in the NBA, and we don't know how much longer some of those players are going to be lasting in the league, like a Blake Griffin, a Kevin Durant, James Harden, especially with those guys who are injury prone, especially at where they're at in their careers. And Kevin Durant, obviously during his time in Golden State, suffered an Achilles injury and probably was not the same ever since. James Harden, I'm not. It's probably. I think what's going to derail him for the rest of his career is probably that his hamstring, which is kind of. I mean, it's like it's time like for these players to start getting younger, because these older players sometimes are having a hard time producing at this in the NBA nowadays.
Oh yes, you're right. So right now we're about to end this show right here, because we're about to 1 hour. So right now it is time to say goodbye, because it's a special edition right here. We're just having so much fun and talking about basketball and of course football with Mitch Kolsky and the Field Sports right here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Mitch Kolsky right here on YouTube right here, because he has an amazing contest right here. Make sure you have the codes follow. So Mitch, search us right here on YouTube. You can subscribe us. Tell us about our YouTube channel.
All right, guys. My name is Mitch Topsy. Been doing YouTube off and on for 6 years. I cover the Eagles, Sixers, AEW wrestling. So that's all me. You can subscribe to me down below. Mitch Topsy. Just find me anywhere. And I'm 1 subscriber away from 1,500. So just help me get there. Hit that sub. I've been there for like a day now. But yeah, dude. Like I said before, Rafael, you're one of my favorite people to work with. I'm sorry for things that happened between you and I. It was my mistake.
Don't worry about it.
But I'm just saying, you're a good person. Keep doing your thing. And if I were you, bro, keep on asking people to come on. Just keep on getting people. Keep on sharing it. Keep on doing this. That's the only way. How long have you been doing YouTube, bro?
Yes, it is. Philo Sports.
Wait, Rafael, how long
Tell
have you
me.
been doing YouTube? How long have you been doing YouTube?
Well, since 2012, but right now, it was just like 8 years, but I was like in a college thing because I was starting on YouTube in 2012 in July, when I was making some college things. But right now, I have 86 subscribers right here. It's almost I need
I'm
some
one of
14.
them. I just subscribed before I came on, so you gotta show,
Yes.
gotta show some love too, man. Like Raphael's probably, and that's the thing too. Is like, and going into that too, like, obviously you guys can follow me at Philly Sports Talk Podcast. Basically, what my channel kind of revolves around is basically Phillies, Sixers, Eagles, sometimes occasional Flyers. And a couple few other like news videos I will do. Sometimes I'll do a couple like play-by-plays every now and again. We're 4 away from 220 on the channel. I mean, it's just absolute it's insanity.
All right, wait. You're 40 away from 269. You're
That's
come
true.
on, man.
Yeah, I'm at 216.
220. You're gonna need 49 more. That's the next milestone.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, plus,
Robert knows me and that he knows.
Yeah, knowing how Mitch is obsessed with that number, but and it's just like I have been almost a couple of videos getting close to like these like the 400 or 500 view range. Plus, I have one that's reaching this. Hopefully, praying to God that he can hit the 1K view.
I just hit it.
Oh, you did?
I just got it.
What?
Thank you. Whoever I think it was Luke. Oh,
probably.
Yeah, Luke.
Yes, Luke. Yes, because that was
you, man. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, man! You guys can check me out there. And then probably by the time we are done, I'm putting up 2 videos for regarding to MLB free agency.
That's not tonight, though, is it?
I mean, the news came out earlier today, which I haven't got a chance to make to because I was like I said, I was live for the Sixers game tonight, so I'm actually.
Right.
I still got to upload them though. I had them edited and recorded, so I didn't got a chance to upload them.
Oh, I thought you told me you had to record the whole thing and edit.
No. I still had to upload them because actually I put them all to the side because it's like because I had a lot of other things to take care of. But like it's the same thing with Rafael. I've been doing this for 10 months plus. Try to do it working in between college and a full-time job. Actually, I mean it's
full-time now.
I mean, my hours are pretty much full time, so they have me working full time, and the money's been good so far. I mean, I can't complain.
I didn't know it was full time.
But yeah, I mean, you guys can really check me out on Philly Sports Talk Podcast. If you check any of my videos out, I had the links to my social media, and huge shout out to the people at Spotlight Sports Network, and I had their social media linked down below as well. And go check out my merch too. It's just like, we're so close to 220. It's. Hitter 100 was crazy enough as it was from where I was at the time, but now we're just kind of go on the upward spiral. But kind of just saying it's just like it's an amazing milestone to hit. Plus, obviously, reach over 10K total views. I mean, it's amazing. It's an amazing journey to meet someone like Rafael, Mitch, a lot of other people like Joey, for example, because he was in my stream earlier.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, yeah.
But well, thank you guys for joining us at the special edition of Camping Columns right here. So we're about to finish right here. So right now, you can subscribe me on my YouTube channel, Rafael Chacin, as known as El Capitán. So you can saw all the latest episodes of Captain's Corner right here. So you can follow on TikTok and Twitch as Captain Guaro 93. I repeat, Captain Guaro 93, and also on Twitter and Instagram as Me Dice Rafucho. So it's been a great conversation with you guys, Mitch, Phil Sports Guy, and of course El Capitán right here. So El Capitán Rafael se despide, and I will see you next time. So well, it's about now to the end, to the outro right here. So right now it's over, because right now the Captain's Corner, it's about to done right here. And right now, salute to you, and of course we'll see you at the next time.
We got somebody, visitor from overseas.
I want to introduce you to this cat right here.
I am going to go to our South American correspondent.
He doesn't really need much of an introduction.
His energy squared.
He's funny, hilarious. He knows his sport knowledge.
El Capitán.
Captain.
Hello there. Captain Rafael reporting for duty, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this journey? Welcome to the Captain's Corner.
The 1-1. Deep fly ball. Right center field. That's got carry. It's gone! Number 500 and his...
Play action. Darnold steps up. Deep shot for Robbie Anderson. He's got him! Touchdown!
Circle away and get his wits back. Oh, he won't be getting those wits back. Maynard in real trouble.
El tiro libre de Juan, cerrado, Villar en el área. ¡Toma, papá! ¡Toma, Martín Polar, Leopoldo!
Irving upset, didn't get the call. Oh my goodness!